Sorry about that. I may have pressed... Oh no, I didn't crash. I didn't crash. OBS did a thing. So this version of OBS appears to not be as stable either. Sorry about that. So yeah, I mean, the irony is that I put this new penny system together to make it easier to update when I made a new game, so I didn't have to backdate every build, because originally all of this data was in a single file. So all of the medals for every player was just contained in a single object, which was in a single file. So now I've separated out the games. All I need to update is the penny data, which contains player name, author credits, current season, and all-time pennies, and that's it. I can update that file, which is affected by every game, and then the individual file for the medal table and or leaderboard. So yeah, that's got an entirely new system in it. So on the surface, it looks absolutely no different to how it was, but under the hood, it is very different. So that should now be in order, and we should be ready to play Spotlight. Thank you for your patience there. What did I say? 15 minutes? We were about 15 minutes, and I hope that was of enjoyment to y'all. Right, I can mute the music now, and I'm glad OBS crashed there and not before anything else. So, have some dev pennies. Dev 49. Very nice. And Distinction and Plinko can now move into the used folder. So if you want to see me doing more dev stuff, I'll be doing a bit of a Hackbox Blitz tomorrow. On here, probably about 3 PM. He's 49, yeah, I know, he looks good for it, doesn't he? Right, flag questions after use is on, skip opening credits is off, test mode is off. How's medals, how's leaderboard, spotlight, 5 is a multiplier factor, author pennies are 25, and should be good to go. So, I'm just going to go and put something wet in my glass, and then we'll get playing. Let's put the BRB screen on, I'll be back in a tick. Is Samster here? Samster, are you here? Because if you are, I've got to show me the pupper for you. Which you cashed in the other day. Yeah, there you are. He's just had a bath as well. Hello there. Oh, so soft. There's a pupper. He's just come out of the bath, so he's very soft. A little bit wet. It's a good pupper. You say hello to Samster. Hello, Samster. Hello, Samster. Yeah. You smell all of dog shampoo. He's very cute. Right, you're done. There we go. Oh, fuck off. Right, Pyro, Player 2, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us. Stop that bonus, and... yeah, he's a good boy. It's a bit naughty, so he broke a bottle earlier on, which wasn't ideal. Right, actually stop the music now, and we'll get on with Spotlight. 40 minutes of niche trivia coming in your direction. The objective is to stay in the spotlight as long as you can. Best of luck, and have fun. Time for Spotlight. I'm on the wrong page, aren't I? Hang on. The fuck am I? That's the one I want to press. And then if I go over to... No. Oh, bollocks. That one. I'll just leave it on there for a minute and... Just play the game, Ben. Just play the... Welcome to Spotlight. According to this, I have 52 question packs in the database because a lot of them got purged when it reset the variables. 24 have been used and 28 are unused. There's no guarantee that some of them might be the wrong way round or some might have been misflagged. But we've got 13 distinct authors, which means we have got enough to play the game, possibly for the last time. We'll see what happens after this game. But if you do want to play Spotlight, if I turn the camera on, Spotlight, where are you? Spotlight. Type the code. And fingers crossed this will all work fine with the updated penny system, which is what all that flap was about a minute ago. So yeah, do come along tomorrow sort of after lunchtime, where the plan is to do a Hackbox dev stream to show you some basic functionality on Hackboxy things and a few sort of pro tips. I know a lot of people do know how to use it already, but specifically Hackbox within Unity. I'm not going to be developing a new format. I mean, the temptation would be to actually update something that needs updating, like this or Danger Zone or something. Maybe I'll do Danger Zone. Actually, if I get a poll going, let me have a look at games that would benefit from Hackbox that haven't currently got it, and we'll get a poll going in... Can you set up a poll in Discord? You can't exclude in this game too. Can you do a poll? Oh, I could just make one up. I'll stick it in announcements. Yeah, emote reactions, I just remembered that, Podo. Yeah, reactions is the way to do it. Two, welcome to the stream though. Okay, so the options are going to... The Abyss is a typey game, so probably not ideal for Hackbox. Likewise, Cryptex. Danger Zone's probably a good shout. Data Leak, no. Dealer's Den's already got it. Distinction is a typey game. Escape Artist has got it. Google That has got it. The Hive has got it. The Mole has got it. Moneybox. Moneybox might be a good candidate. In fact, Moneybox has already got it, I think. I just need to merge the two builds from the legacy version into the new version. The Purge might be a good idea, because that's multiple choice as well. Pyramid is typey. Red Herrings would be a really good choice, but unfortunately it runs in 2019. And I wasn't able to get 2019 and 2019 to work with TwitchLib and Hackbox. And it would still need both. And I can't update Red Herrings to 2020 because of all the models would all get screwed. Let me ponder that one. Risky Business would be a good candidate, as would Spotlight. So there's a few options up there. I'm drawn towards Danger Zone as a candidate, although because the anytime entry thing would break, because it doesn't have anytime entry, so maybe not Danger Zone. Red Herrings for that reason. Maybe Risky Business then. I don't know. I'll think about it. For now, we are going to play... what are we playing? Spotlight. And I'll get a poll going later on. I'm going to get on with it. We have special functions for the final. Yeah, so that would be an interesting case. It's also currently in 2019 because it's got strange Blender models, which might fuck up if I move it into 2020. Dog eat dogs, obviously. That could be fun. Yeah, that's a game I should maybe revisit at some point. Right, let's put someone in the spotlight. Focus on the right window. Kolo, into the spotlight. Welcome to the game. If you'd like to whisper something to the bot to confirm that you are still here, and then our game will begin. Go on, Coley. Le Papa. Here he is. Welcome in. Kolo, categories are The Film Industry is Lying to You by Oni. Spotlight Deja Vu by Plujogging. Ice Ice Baby by Oh no, it still comes up. You just can't pick that one, Kolo. Clouds by Shadowme. Dogs by Zeus. Percy's by the Lupine One. Dragons by Dragon. And Poker by Cyclespace. Kolo is sorry. Why are you sorry? No need to be sorry, Kolo. It was for Ice Ice Baby. Well, it might come up, but only if you get ejected from the spotlight, because of course you can't pick your own. What are you starting with, Kolo? Whisper a letter for us. Oh, has it been played before? Okay, let me reshuffle it then. Hang on. Cap to reroll 0, 1, 2. Has it actually been played before, or just shown? Well, let's re-roll that. Oh, we've definitely had that. There we go. Have we had that? Maybe we've had that as well. I can't remember. Doctor Who? I feel like we probably have had that. Or maybe it came up and it wasn't played. Anyone want to... Oh, we have had that. Okay, fine. Well, we'll re-roll that one as well. Ah! That we haven't had. I know for a fact we haven't had that. For reasons that will become very obvious in just a minute, because I'm pretty sure that's a picture round. We've had a Doctor Who one, yeah. I'm going to leave it like that for now. I don't... Doctor Who question ever. Yeah, that's true, Ape. Right. I don't remember Percy's coming up, so I think we're good to go, Kolo. Let's start us off. Spotlight Deja Vu by Plujogging. So these ones, we haven't had this category before, but we would have had all the questions, because this is a pack by Jogging, which is made up of questions that have come up on Spotlight before, so it's a bit of a memory game as well. Joker is available to you if you want to type 3 exclamation marks into the chat. In the next 15 seconds, you get double points for right answers, but you lose a point for wrong answers if your Joker is played. You play it on one round, and it is not mandatory, but otherwise, if you don't have a Joker and you get one wrong, you don't lose any points, unless you're in the Spotlight. 3 exclamation marks. If we focus on the right window. There we go. So yes, if you have a Joker and you get it wrong, you lose a point. If you don't have a Joker and you get it wrong, you don't lose a point. And if you abstain with a Joker, you don't lose a point. Ianyo, Samsa, ABME, Arun, Topper, Lupine, all activating Jokers on this round. Kolo, you are in the spotlight. Let's go to the first question. On Spotlight Deja Vu. Which character would, in each episode, swap his suit and bowler hat for a different form of fancy dress that led to adventure? Was it Mr. Bean, Mr. Ben, or Mr. Byrne? Answer now. It's Mr. Ben. I was saying Mr. Burns. I wonder if Kolo managed to get this one right. Let's find out. Green if you're right. I have a feeling this was Kolo's question originally. Green if you're right. Oh, well done, Kolo. You've got a spotlight point. Nicely done. It was. You're getting your own question right. The only time anyone's been able to answer their own question in Spotlight. And, of course, Kolo modelling the Mr. Ben avatar right there. Popped up on Twitter. Nice. Anniversary of its first showing yesterday. Ah, nice. Well, appropriate that's come up today then. Well done, Kolo. You're still in the spotlight. You got a point right. Let's go back to the board for some more Deja Vu. Which champagne brand is the official sponsor of Wimbledon? Lanson, Moet and Chandon, Veuve Clicquot. Answer now. And I think, yes, it was Zeus who wrote this one. So Jogging's going to get the author pennies for this despite actually sort of borrowing them from other players. It's Lanson. I do remember that question coming up, and well done if you remembered it as well. Yeah, it's pronounced Moet and Shandon, even though everyone thinks it's Moe. It's not. Apparently it is Moet, but yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Just wanted to qualify that. Lanson was the answer. If you gave me that, you go green. If not, you go red. Give him the same wrong answer as before. Oh, Kolo's remembered though, or maybe he just knew. Up to 2 points, well done, Kolo. Which means you will get to pick the next category no matter what. Not to be confused with Hanson, no, that's something very different. One more question on Deja Vu. The property that x plus y equals y plus x or x times y equals y times x is called what? Commutativity, associativity, or transitivity? Answer now. The answer is commutativity, and thank you to Lewis, possibly, for that one. I know that from doing Nerdle. To this day, I still do Nerdle every day, and you get commutative answers. Yes, commutativity. And I've just spotted that this is in Unity version 2019, probably again because of the model system, which means Hackbox might be tricky to add to this one if I can't get the models to work in 2020, but I'll have a look at that in the next 12 hours or so. A was the answer. If you gave me that, you go green. If not, you go red. Oh, a few people getting that wrong. More than I thought getting that one wrong. Including Kolo, who's got one red stripe by his name. One more wrong answer in the next two questions. Kolo, you will be ejected from the spotlight. But for now, you're still there. You're on 2 points. Let's go back to the categories. Where are you going next? Film industry is lying to you. A Bjork picture round for Dogfish. Clouds by Shadowmane. Dogs by Zeus. Percy's by Lupine. Dragons by Dragon. Or Poker by Cyclespace. We're going for Bjork by Dogfish. Fingers crossed this all works as expected, because this one is a picture round, which means you get slightly longer on the clock. And 3 exclamation marks into the chat if you want to play your Joker. Now. Ryan's activating. Jake's jogging, Mr. Vertigo, and jogging, and Toot. Shapes, jogging, Ryan, Mr. Vertigo, and Toot all activating Jokers on this round. Fingers crossed that my code remembers how to work for this picture round. Let's take a look at the first. Hello, Arun Aromatics. There you are. Here we go. Of the following 3 albums, which was released first? A, B, or C? Answer now. Something I should have warned you, there is a slight delay in the question starting on this one, so you may not want to answer until the bot tells you you can answer to make sure your answer definitely gets in. Probably should have said that before the question. The answer was C. Well done if you got that. Let's take a look. The picture of Bjork passing out not going to be much good here. Let's see who was right. Oh, Kodo, that's a wrong answer, I'm afraid, my dude. That's 2 wrong in a row. Thank you very much for playing, but you have been ejected from the spotlight. Ah, dearie, dearie me. Never mind, let's put somebody else into the spotlight. The more points you have, the more chance you have of getting in, but it's still a bit of a random lottery draw. Let's put a player in the spotlight. Matt the Sprat on 3 points. You join. Your spotlight points are reset to 0, but you keep your wings score on 3. Whisper something to the bot to confirm you are still here, Matt, and the game will continue. So, going back to our Bjork picture round, let's take a look at the next. Which of the following is a scene from a Bjork music video? A, B, or C? Answer now. That's Jack Wilfred, that is. I didn't know he was here tonight. I'm pretty sure it's A. The two are keyboard cat and lolcat. That is a great question. Lovely picture question there. Thank you to Dogfish for that. Yeah, it's A. The cat in the suit is what we're after there. If you got that right, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Triumph of the Heart. Thank you very much, Shapes, for the extra info. Lots of people getting that one right. A couple of people getting caught out by the memes, including, but not including Matt the Sparrow, who did get it right. Very well done. Which means, Matt, you are going to get to pick the next category no matter what else happens. And Dogfish, welcome to the stream. Should buy a boat then. Yeah, quite. Final question on Bjork. Bjork is from Iceland, is something I know about them. I went to Iceland. I may have mentioned that. Next question. Which postcard below references a city where, in 1996, Bjork attacked a reporter outside the city's airport? Is it A, B, or C? Answer now. I'm hoping the Dogfish might be able to furnish us with some more detail on this. The answer was B. She was at Blue Dot last year. I didn't really get her performance. Oh, what's that poll? Should I buy a boat? Let's take a look. Who got it right? Green if you were. Matt Spratt was wrong, as were quite a number of other players. But well done if you did get that one right. Matt Spratt, that's one right and one wrong. If you get one wrong in the next two questions, then you will be ejected from the spotlight. But for now, you get to pick the next category. So the film industry is lying to you. Clouds, dogs, Percy's dragons, or poker, which is what we're going for by Cyclespace. 3 exclamation marks in the chat if you want to use your joker on poker, and type that now. Use your joker on poker. I think Cyclespace was the question. Don't see Cyclespace here tonight, which means that'll be a good litmus test for seeing if the pennies have added on correctly. Spokes and Ape and Clive and Matt and Silent Marine and Puzzle Dan all activating jokers on this round. And hello, Aaron, I see you there. Let's take a look at our first question on poker. Whose win at the 2003 World Series of Poker main event is credited as one major trigger of the poker boom in the noughties? Was it Chris Moneymaker? Was it Johnny Chan? Was it Chris Ferguson? Answer now. I think Chan was much earlier than that. I'm going to say Moneymaker. Yeah, Chris Moneymaker was the answer. I have heard of him. I think, is he the one with long hair? Is he the one whose nickname is Jesus? Possibly. Let's find out if you were right. Green if you were. Oh, a whelp from Matt the Sprat. That doesn't bode well. Let's find out. Yeah, you've gone red, Matt the Sprat. That's 2 wrong out of 3. I'm afraid. Ferguson is Jesus. Thank you, Abe. Well done if you did get that one right, but Matt the Sprat, that's 2 wrong out of 3. I'm afraid you've been ejected from the spotlight. We do need to find a replacement player, though, so let's put someone else in the spotlight. Ah, Mr. Minky, playing your joker. You still get double points in the spotlight points as well, if you give correct answers here. Whisper something to the bot to confirm you're still here, Ape. And the game will continue. On we go. Next question on poker. What is a nickname for the lowest straight, which consists of ace, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is it Wipeout, Countdown, or Wheel? Answer now. It's a wheel, I think. The opposite, which is 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, would be a Broadway straight, I believe. Yes, a wheel is the lowest straight on that one. If you gave me C, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. Well done, 8 Minky. You are going to get to pick the next category no matter what. And you've gone green if you gave me a right answer there as well. One more question on poker. What are the chances that a random 5-card hand is ranked 1 pair or higher? 0.3, 0.5, 0.1. Answer now. Bit of probability for you here. Bit of probability. It's 0.5. Roughly 50% chance of getting a pair or higher. A pair being the lowest hand, well, apart from high card. Or, oh, the other middle one, yes. 0.5 was what we wanted. If you gave me that, you go green. If not, you go red. Ape not getting it right, so that's one wrong out of a potential 3. But that is the end of, well, it's the end of the first half. We've had 3 packs with another 3 to go. Looking at the wing scores, Spokes is on a very, very strong 11 points at the moment. Currently has the lead. Shapes and Jogging are both on 8 in the wings, and I think that's the next highest. Ryan is on 7. So we've got another 3 rounds to go, and then the Spotlight final. Ape is going to pick our next pack, and he's going to do that now. The wheel one, I imagine, Samster. Yeah, that was a tough little pack. We're going for dogs. Doggy Dogs by Zeus. If you want to play your Joker on dogs, it's 3 exclamation marks to the chat now. Yeah, I haven't got my the wheel button here. Let me find it. The wheel. There it is. Better be Share Lloyd content here. Natter, Pyro, Proogs, all activating Jokers. And you'll get double points if you're right, and you'll lose a point if you're wrong. No penalty for abstention. Ape, you've got to get this one and the next one right. Another Show Me the Pupper. See what we can do before the end of the stream, Silent Marine. Here's your first question on dogs. What colour is Clifford, the dog who appears in the eponymously titled series of children's books by Norman Bridwell? Is he red? Is he blue? Or is he yellow? Answer now. He's red. He's Clifford the big red dog. Well done if you got that one and went A. If you did, you go green. If not, you go red. Hey, a full house there, or certainly of players who answered 8 Minky survives, but needs to get this next question right as well if he is to stay in the spotlight. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, you can abstain if you're playing a Joker. I mean, if you're not playing a Joker, then abstention is the same as the wrong answer. But if you are playing a Joker, Matt the Sprat, then abstention can be a valid strategy. Question 2 on dogs. What was the name of the 2022 Crufts Best in Show winner? Was it Almanza Backseat Driver, Afterglow Agent Orange, or Siberia Drift Keep the Love for Zimmerfolk? Surely this is A or B. I'd go with A. Yeah, Almanza Backseat Driver. Well done if you got that. Green if you're right. They are names. And 8 Minky survives the spotlight. He's got himself a little bit of grace time, and he will get to pick the next category even if he gets his next question wrong. Well done there, Ape. You stay in the spotlight. Next question. Last one on dogs. Which of these singers was behind the poodle in Series 3 of The Masked Singer UK? Was it Tom Chaplin, Chris Martin, or Alex Turner? Answer now. I don't think I've ever seen an episode of The Masked Singer. Seen a few clips come up on Twitter. Tom Chaplin was the answer to that question. That's as close as you get to Share Lloyd content, Samson, by the looks of it. Unless there's something in the final, we'll find out in a bit. If you gave me A, you go green. If not, you go red. Wape slipping up on that one, but he has got that life in hand, so he is going to get to pick the next category. Let's go back to the category board. And Kamikaze, welcome to the game. What a lovely pattern we've got here. The film industry is lying to you. Clouds, Percys, or dragons? What's it going to be? The film industry is lying to you by Oni. Only if you're playing, you won't be able to answer these questions. Just got home from a club meeting here. Ah, nice. Well, welcome on into the stream, Kamikaze. Good to have you here. 3 exclamation marks if you want to play your Joker on The Film Industry is Lying to You. Domain activating. And there's time up. So Oni won't be able to play these, but he does get 3 free points, as well as some pennies a bit later on. Oh, and I've just realised I haven't associated the gameplay pennies class, which I have now, but I'll need to remember to redo that at the end, otherwise pennies won't be added on and it will do a crash at the end. Good thing I spotted that. Right, the film industry is lying to you, apparently. Ape, you need to get the first 2 right to stay in the spotlight. Here's your first question. Which 2000 World War II film depicted the Americans as the first Allied capturers of an Enigma code machine? Was it U-572, U-573, or U-571? Answer now. I believe that was U-571. C is what we wanted on that one. If you gave me that, you go green. If not, you go red. Oh, Ape, it's not the right answer, I'm afraid, and that is 2 out of 3 incorrect. This is with the sequels, I'm guessing. Only 91573, very good. See you later. Very nice, Ape. Thanks for playing, but you have been ejected from the spotlight. And we once again have a vacancy, so it is time to shine the spotlight on another player. Clive of Legend, you are into the spotlight. Whisper something to the bot to confirm that you are still here. And our game will continue. Next question. Jamaica wasn't the only Caribbean country to compete in the bobsled at the 1988 Winter Olympics. Who else did, and did better than Jamaica by virtue of actually finishing? Was it Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua and Barbuda, or the Netherlands and Antilles? Answer now. Netherlands Antilles is what we wanted there. Well done if you got that. If you gave me C, you'll go green. If not, you go red. Trinidad and Tobago, am I right? Quite possibly. Clive not getting that one right. Not many others either. Clive, you've got to get 2 in a row if you want to pick the next category and stay in the spotlight. Here's the last question on the film industry is lying to you. In The Theory of Everything, Stephen Hawking attends a lecture on what phenomena in 1963, despite the name of them not being coined until 1967? Was it gravitational redshift, dark matter, or black holes? Answer now. Black holes was the answer to that one. If you gave me C, you'll go green. If not, I'm afraid you'll go red. Hello, Secret Lab headrest. Reattach you. I'd say this is one of the softest cushions in the world. It's really nice. Green if you're right. Well done, Clive. You buy yourself some time. You've still got to get the next 1 question right, at least if you want to stay in the spotlight, but you do get to pick the next category. 1 more category to go before the final. Clive wants to try and stay in the spotlight and attain as many points as he can to maximise the number of points he can win in the final. Let's go back to the category board. So to finish this off, Clive, is it going to be Clouds, Dragons or Percy's? Shadowmane, Dragon and Lupine respectively. It's going to be Dragons by Dragon. 7398 Dragon. If you're here, you won't be able to answer this, but you will get 3 free points and you will get 25 pennies at the end of the game. Percy's and Clouds will be put back into the database to be looked at another time. If this is your last chance to use the Joker, because you can't use it in the final, and the symmetry's gone. Shadowmade it has indeed. But if you want to play your Joker on this one, it's 3 exclamation marks now. Oni, Margalex, both activated Jokers. Kamikaze is as well, as is Lockybus. Last chance to do it, you can't do it in the final. I think that is everyone. Everyone has played their Joker. Unless Kolo hasn't. Kolo hasn't, he was hidden behind the exclamation mark. Kolo, the only player to abstain on a Joker in this game, which is perfectly fine, it's not mandatory. Arguably there's not an advantage because you lose the point for wrong answers. But, Clive, you're still in the spotlight. You need to get this one right, which won't guarantee you a final, but it will give you some breathing room on question 2. Good luck. Here's the first. Hiccup trains which dragon in How to Train Your Dragon? Is it Falcor, Smaug, or toothless? Answer now. I've only seen this film in the background while doing other things, but I'm pretty sure it's toothless. Yeah, toothless is the answer. Smaug is from the Hobbit books. And Falcor, I'm not sure. If Alduin had appeared there, I know he's from Skyrim. Maybe that might be coming up in a minute, and I might have given away a question. I genuinely can't remember. But there we go. Never ending story. Thank you, Mr. Vertigo. If you gave me toothless, you will go green. Clive going green, and he's back to 2 out of 3 correct, which means, Clive, you need to answer one of the remaining 2 questions, either question 2 or question 3, correctly, and you are into the final. If you get them both, you'll be playing for 4 points per question. Best of luck. Here is the next. How many legs does a wyvern have? 0, 2, or 4? Answer now. I think I know this one. I'm fairly sure it's 2. Get in. Yes. I don't know where I've seen that before. I must have seen it somewhere on the internet. But yeah, there's different types of dragons with different numbers of legs. 2 is what you wanted. If you gave me that, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. And Clive, you're booking your slot in the Spotlight final. Well done, my dude. You've got one more question, which will determine whether you're playing for 3 or 4 points per question in the final. But Clive, you cannot be eliminated. You are through to the final. Very well played. One more question on dragons. Take a look at this. Which of these Pokemon is dragon type? Latios, Lugia, or Gyarados? Answer now. Trying to logic this one. I think it's Latios. Because Gyarados, despite having Dragon Rage, is actually a dual water and flying type. It looks like a dragon, but it's not. And Lugia is one of the legendary Pokemon. It's on the cover art of Pokemon Crystal? Silver? It might have. Well, some of the others. Gyarados, I know, is not dragon type. It learns dragon moves, but it isn't a dragon type. Lugia, I'm not sure about. Only Gen 1 Pokemon that were dragon type were the Dragonite family. Indeed, so Todaro, Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. If you gave me wrong opinioned and Latios, nice. If you gave me Latios, you go green. If not, you go red. Clive not getting the right answer, but I'm sure he doesn't mind as he is into the final. He's going to be playing for 3 points per question, which means he can finish the game with a maximum of 18 points, which would put you into, if you can manage that, position 6 on the leaderboard, tied with Proogs and 2 points behind Clive of Legends. If you've been here before, you're not going to better your other score. The maximum you can attain is 18 here, but it would give you 5th and joint 6th on the leaderboard. So, time for the Spotlight Final. How this works, 1 question from 5 of the 6 categories that we've seen will be picked and shown in the final. Authors, if you're in the game, you won't be able to answer your own question. There's no more bonus points for them, I'm afraid, but you've already had the 3 free ones. That's one of the quirks of this game, I suppose. For every question you get right, it's the same as before. You get a point. There's no jokers here, so you can't lose points. But Clive will be getting 3 points for every question he gets right, and because he is the Spotlight finalist, whatever score he has at the end goes onto the leaderboard, plus he gets a little penny bonus of whatever he's got in the wings, plus whatever he's got in the spotlight, and both of those will be timed by 5, multiplied by 5. So best of luck, 5 more questions, here we go. And your first question is, which comedian removed the wax seals and put them in a pocket in their outfit? Is it Catherine Parkinson, Mel Gedroic, Kerry Godliman? Answer now. I'm assuming this is a Taskmaster question that's come from Deja Vu by jogging. I think. Whoa, Deja Vu. It's Mel Gedroic was the answer, sort of a Taskmastery sort of question there. Well done if you got that. It was B, and if you gave me that, you will go green. If not, you go red. Yeah, context is really important on the final question. I need to make sure that that's very, very clear for the final question, which is written in a separate box on the spreadsheet. So make sure the context is clear. Writers, just a note to bear in mind. Green if you're right. Oh, see, the context seems to have translated across for most players here, with just 4 people missing out on that, and Jogging, of course, not able to answer it because it was his question. Well done, Clive. You're up to 6 points. Let's go to the next question. Who was the designer for Bjork's iconic swan dress? This will not be a picture question. Is it Mondo Guerra, Marjan Pajowski, or Michel Lesniak? Answer now. Yes, the final question can't be a picture question for reasons. The answer was Marjan Pajowski, or Pajowski there. Well done if you got that. If you gave me B, you'll go green. If not, you go red. Clive getting that one wrong. A bit of a tricky question there. Well done if you did get that well by hook or by crook. Clive still on 6 points. Let's just look at some of the lobby scores. We've got Spokes on 17. We've got Shapes on 16. Natter on 13. Pygmy on 13. Oni on 14. And Lupine 13. Toot 13. Could be a lot of bronzes going out in this game. Hopefully everything works. But Spokes way out in front at the moment. 3 points clear. Spokes gets one more right, then he is guaranteed that gold medal outright. In fact, he's already guaranteed at least a draw at this point, I think. So well done, Spokes, on your at least tied gold medal. Let's go back to the question board. Which poker game is similar to Texas Hold'em except each player receives a 4-card hand instead of a 2-card hand? Is it Ottawa, Osaka, or Omaha? Answer now. That would be Omaha. Omaha. Is it Omaha, Nebraska? I always thought it called it Texas Omaha, which is not right. But if you gave me Omaha, you go green. If not, you go red. Clive is getting that one right, moving up to 9 points in the spotlight. Nicely done. Spokes cementing a clear gold medal now. Cannot be caught with only 2 questions left. So Spokes is going to take the gold. Who's going to take the silver and bronze remains to be seen. Oni is looking for... I'm sorry, Shapes is looking for the silver on... Oh, no, sorry, Spokes is not guaranteed the gold, because I completely forgot about Shapes is on 17. My bad. Yeah, so Shapes could still overtake Spokes for the gold. Spokes gets one more right now. He's guaranteed to at least tie the gold. Shapes is looking like he wants that silver. In fact, I think Shapes is guaranteed at least a tie. Oni looking to take the bronze, currently on 15. Anyway, next question. In 2019's Joker, which of these advertising campaigns appeared despite first appearing years after the implied setting of 1981? Is it the Sugar Puffs Honey Monster, the Energizer Bunny, or the Domino's Pizza Noid? Answer now. It's a good film, that is. Really good film. Pizza. I'm just saying pizza, Lupine. No, it's the Energizer Bunny is what we wanted there. If you gave me B, you'll go green. If not, you go red. Clive getting that one wrong, creating a nice pretty pattern. If you get the last one right, Clive, you finish on 12 points and you complete the symmetry. And 12 points will put you tied 8th on the leaderboard with Lupine, whereas 9th is tied 13th with Innis. Spokes has now guaranteed himself the gold. Shapes has now guaranteed himself the silver. And we're looking at AB Me and Pyro and Oni, who are all on 15, tussling it out for the bronze. Potentially Toot and Proogs and Lupine and Natter could also, and Colo could also tie for the bronze. So still quite a lot to play with as we go to this final question. In Dungeons & Dragons, which element do black dragons breathe? Is it fire, acid, or lightning? Answer now. I thank you, Dragon, for this question. And to all the writers in Spotlight tonight. I'm now wondering if we have had that dogs category before. If we had it when I did my charity stream last year. because there was a fetch a dog thing. It might have been, or it might have been Lupine who wrote a dogs category, and we'd not had Zeus's before. It's just occurred to me now. We played it now anyway, so academic. Acid was the answer. In fact, no, we can't have been, because there was a question about Crufts 2022 in there, which wouldn't have happened last January. If you gave me acid, you go green. If not, you go red. Yes, Lupine K9 Conundrums in. Oh, was it Bidding War? Ah, right. I thought there was one in Spotlight as well. Green if you're right. Oh, Clive denies himself the pattern and finishes on 9 points at the end of that, which will put you in 13th place, tied with Innis on the leaderboard. Very well played, and that is the end of the game. And it's Spokes who takes the gold, Shapes who takes the silver, and AB Me and Pyro Pygmy who take the bronze with 19, 17, and 16 points respectively. Very well played. For your penny payout, take your score and times it by 5. That is what you will get in pennies. And for Clive, as well as that leaderboard spot, will also get an extra 45 in addition to the 8 you've got in the wing. So Clive is going to finish with 85 pennies tonight. Not a bad night's work for Clive. And hopefully it will add the pennies on automatically. Thank you to all the writers for that. That was fun. I enjoyed that tonight. So yeah, tomorrow there is going to be a Hackbox tutorial stream, I suppose you could call it. A how-to with Hackbox is going to be the more Spotlight. I'm not sure I've got enough question packs to do more Spotlight. I will... Spontaneous going for goal. Yeah, right. No, it's 10 o'clock. I'm finishing on time-ish. We'll do Crystal Dome. And I want to show you the new game I'm working on, because I'm now not allowed to make game shows, so I've gone back to making actual games. So I'm working on a strategy game at the moment, but I'll show you that another time in some other dev stream in the future. But yeah, it's still quite early days at the moment. Hello, Topper. I see you flashing up there. So we'll roll the credits and... hopefully, yay, lots of flashing lights. We'll roll the credits, and hopefully all those pennies will add on, and I will check them in a minute. Thank you all for playing Spotlight. I'll see you for the Crystal Dome in just a minute. Please work. Hey, data written to drive. Hog. Thanks again to all the question writers there. Very much appreciated. Really good game of Spotlight. I enjoyed that a lot. Right, let me do the thing I definitely needed to do, associate gameplay pennies object. Let's refresh the app. Let's give you some bonus pennies. Initiate bonus. And let's have a quick look to see if that has indeed written correctly to the drive. Oops, let's bring that back over here. Unity projects. Penny data, penny storage. So Spotlight, so this is for the medalists. The last gold medal to be added on was for Spokes. The last silver medalist was for Shapes, and the last bronze medalist, AB Me and Pyro Pygmy. So that looks to be working. Spotlight leaderboard, last addition there is to... Clive, a legend player, score 9. Perfect. And finally, let's just look at... I said I was going to use Cycle Space as a test subject. Current season pennies, 0. That's not right. He should have 25. Let me look on the current up-to-date, not including today... at Cyclespace as a test subject again. 18075 and Cyclespace 18075. Author credits 26. Author credits 26. Right, so the author pennies don't look like they've gone on. Who else wrote a pack? Zeus. Oh, that's going to be difficult to tell because Zeus has been here tonight, hasn't he? Who do we have at Dragon? Was here. Author credits 1. Current season pennies 10.19. And then Dragon on here. Author credits 1. Current season pennies 10.19. Okay, so it looks like the author credits haven't worked, so I've obviously left a bug in there somewhere. I will fix that, and I will retroactively add on the author pennies for that, because for some reason they don't seem to have taken. But you can't have everything now, can you? Where would you put it? Right, let's start that bonus. Let's close down Spotlight. Oh, just before I do, I'm going to see how many packs we've got left. 30 have been used. We've got apparently 22 unused with 10 distinct authors, though of those, I'm pretty sure some of them have been used. So I will go through and remove things that have been flagged incorrectly to make sure that's all up to date, and then see how many we've got. And I'll also fix that author penny addition. Right, Crystal Dome. Time for some Crystal Dome. Get your brains working right to the end of the stream. What have we got coming up? Well, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to do a how-to with Hackbox. Savaloy gentlemen, please. Me, because Clive has just tweeted me walking to an audience, get so nervous I stumble all over my Savaloy gentlemen, please. That's very funny, Clive. I enjoyed that. Is that my cat meow? So here's the problem with Ozzy at the moment, is that he has to come in and out through the window, but he's recently put on a lot of weight, and so he's now so fat that he can get out of the window, but he can't get back in. It's really sad. Poor cat. Matt Spratt, I'm going to give you 100 pennies as well, because you've cashed those in. Matt the Sprat, 100 pennies, or what? There you go. Tick. And refresh. And dismiss. And Crystal Dome. Oh, only 500 pennies. All right. I'll add those on. There we go. Yeah, those will do. 500 pennies, Oni. Your wish is my command. Oni Oni 91 underscore 573. 500 pennies. Boom. There you go. So Anne-Marie wants another pupper. Just a doggo. Pupper's downstairs, and she doesn't like coming to the camera very often. Right, here's how to join the game. Exclamation mark play if you want to come join the game. I'll cash that in next time for you, Silent Marine. $18 of you in so far. Raise the drawbridge. Shadowmane joining the game. Any more for any more? I'll give you another 5 seconds to come join, and then we will get our predictions in with 19 players. 3, 2, 1. Predictions, please. How many are you going to get gold minus silver in total? I would be tempted to do some Spacey 4 game after this, but that, again, needs the new penny system, although it's probably a lot easier because there are no medals. I'll think about it. Thank you. Right, Richard O'Brien, take it away.
Will you start the fans, please?
Okay, starting with an emoji pattern. What letter changes in Sigit to make a noun the ability to see? GCYU, what's next? And we've got what's in the top but not in the bottom. And another one. And another one. Primal Composite, 723. PHNT, what's next? 26 minus 10 minus 9. 50 minus 5 minus 2. KNQT. And finally, What letter changes in Mamba to make a voodoo priestess in Haiti? 5 seconds grace. And there's your time up. Anyone get 12 out of 12? No! No one getting 12 out of 12 this time. 11-0 for Lupine, 11-1 for Mr. Vertigo. A few 10s up there. 11-1 for Apodo as well. So Lupine, I suppose, with the high score there. Or the most value added. So you suggested put an example next to the Prime Composite one. I think it might have been Lingo. That's a good idea. I need to add that in. Mamba becomes Mambo in number 5. Oh, Podo Nuevo, as well as your 10 or 100 pennies. You get an extra 100 pennies for being just 2 away. 127 off from a prediction of 129. Well, prediction of 127 off from a total of 129. Very well played. They've been updated. Hurrah. One more. We play another game of Spotlight, please. I'm going to say no, just because I'm streaming tomorrow. I've got an early start with church, and I've got to go back for pub quiz tomorrow, and I've only written the first 4 rounds, so I will have to say no on Spotlight tonight. So I'm probably going to write the rest of the rounds this evening. But I'm glad you want to play more. Leave people wanting more. It's always a good maxim, I think. We'll do one more Crystal Maze. Crystal Dome. Blockbuster 3 from the pulpit. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, let's get Blockbusters back in at some point. I mean, the build is there. I need to update, again, the penny database and things, but I think the problem with Blockbusters is that because it ended up being a buzzer game, it's a thing that would suit itself better, I think, to maybe a tournament. A tournament with a lobby game on the side. I think doing a Blockbusters tournament would be really fun. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it going forward, though, because even though it's part of the declaration that I've already made it, but it's not an original format, so I don't know how much of a conflict of interest there'll be with work there. I mean, I know it's not airing anymore. It just becomes a bit risky, I think, when you're sort of in the industry and doing, in breach of some levels of intellectual copyright, intellectual property. I'll think about it. You said the word twice. I should know. Yeah, that I could do. Yeah, do the tournament. Yeah, it's question burn though. It's a tournament. A lot of questions in that game. As there is in Blockbusters. I'd love to do a Blockbusters tournament. Problem is, you need to have an even balance of teams in pairs and teams as singles. So I suppose you can maybe force people to come together. But But yeah, it's a sort of on the buzzer game. It rewards people who can read quicker. Unless we did it in voice without questions on display. Be a way around doing it. As a tournament, never mentioned it. Right, anyone for any more? Okay, get your predictions in. 19 players once again. Oh, hello, Zeus. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you with us. Apparently, there are no definition puzzles in this one. Just FYI. But it's not asked me to vet anything. Any more? Shadowmane and Clive, predictions? Mr. Clive! Oh dear. Oh yeah. There we go. Right. Here we go. One more time.
Will you start the fans, please?
Modal character in the first one. And another modal character. And another modal character. Goodness me. Didn't have any of the last one. I've got 3 in a row. Emoji pattern. Another emoji pattern. And some maths. 0 plus 10 minus 9. AEIM, what is next? Primal Composite, 643. Modal character again. And another modal character. And another modal character, good lord. And finally a sequence, VXTP. RNG is going to do that from time to time, give you a load of the same one. Lupi getting all 12 there. Good man. Well played. 120 pennies to you. And Oil, all I can see there is Oily Lord. Oily Lord. 148 with your total. 174 gold and 26 silver. Very nice. Let's see who was closest to 148. 643 is Prime, by the way. Its character appears most frequently. Very nice, eh? Very nice. That's worth one of them. DXTPL. AB me and Kamikaze, both 4 away with 144. Very well done. You guys are going to get 100 bonus pennies. I wonder what happens if one of you had done 144 and one of you had done 152. It does calculate from both directions, but I wonder what it would say on the mesh. Very interesting. I'll have to do some testing on that. 100 bonus pennies to you two, though, so well played there. And data's been written to Drive, and data's been updated on the app. Hurrah. And that was game night. Hope you all had fun. I know I did. Right, all that remains for me to do is raid someone and tell you what is coming up in the next week or so. So first of all, tomorrow, 3 o'clock-ish, How To with Hackbox, with me. I might Hackboxify an old game. I might just do a generic project from scratch just to show you the functionality of how it works, the few sort of quality of life tips. And if you're completely new to it, then it's could be a nice place to start if you want to start coming up with a few game show ideas. That's tomorrow at 3, probably 3 hours or so till about 6, when I will have to dash off to my pub quiz, which is back for the first time since like November. Elsewhere, I'm back on Tuesday. Look out the window dreamily. That's fair enough, Clive. I know how important a thing that is to do. Tuesday. It's going to be my last Tuesday for the foreseeable future. And we have got Crossfire by Proogs, which is proofed and ready to go. So thank you to Proogs for that, and thank you to Alex for proofing it. We have got Cryptex by 8Minky and Ramsey Fox, which I'm assured is very nearly with me. So 8Minky and Ramsey Fox are going to be providing us with some Cryptex trivia. And we have got The Mole by Natter, which I need to proof. I will probably do that on Monday. So 3 games to look forward to on Tuesday. Crossfire, Cryptex, and The Mole. That's Tuesday, 8 PM GMT here, twitch.tv/royal_flush. If you're just here for Saturdays, my last Saturday stream before I actually start work is going to be Saturday the 4th of March next week. We've got Battlefront at the beginning by Arun Aromatics. We have got Danger Zone by Yanyo, which should be fun. And we've got The Escape Artist by It's Sotley. I haven't had any of those packs in yet, so note to those writers if you're within earshot, could do with those ASAP. That would be grand, so that they can get proofed ahead of next Saturday. So yeah, and that's going to be my last stream before I then start work the following Monday, which is very exciting. If you wouldn't mind, Arun, that would be really kind. In the interim, we have got our friend Topper, who I'm going to give the not raid shout out to. He's going to be back on Thursday. Stream schedule. Thursday the 23rd? 2nd? 2nd. Yes, must be. Thursday the 2nd of March with Word Chain Royale, 21st Question by Adam, and Elimination by Toot. So that's sort of forward to with Topper on Thursday. And Bash, our great friend Lord Bash of Ash the Bash. Ash. He's going to be here with... Did you say the Big C? Whatever that is. Yes, the Big C on Wednesday the 1st of March. Equation Grid to warm up, and then the Big C. I've genuinely no idea what that is. Is that an original, or is that a remake of something? What? Cast singer. Okay. Well, I'm obviously missing something. I'll Google it. Catchphrase, that'd be amazing. It's a... Caked attraction. Well, there are just some things I just don't know. He's going to be anyway. That's Wednesday at 8 p.m. GMT. It's a new game, so that should be quite interesting. And Snap It Up is tentatively scheduled for next Friday, the 3rd of March. One of Ash's latest games. So do pop along to see what that's all about. And that'll be fun. And if you want to go and follow Ash, you can do so right there, twitch.tv/80_bash. We're done. I'm done for another day. So, who are we going to raid? Spy Party. They've got the Winter Cup 3rd place match on the go at the moment. Love a bit of Spy Party. Social deduction game I used to play a lot way back when. I got quite good at one point, but it's a game you sort of have to keep on top of to stay. Keep your ear in or your eye in on the game. But it's a great game if you're into social deduction stuff. So we'll go give them a raid. Spy Party. And we will say hashtag. I'm not sure if how they'll feel about raid messages, but if we say hashtag the Nathan Barley Show in this chat, possibly. Hashtag any ideas for raid messages? Anyone? What sort of happened tonight? Mr. Ben. Hashtag Mr. Ben, just because Colo wrote the Mr. Ben question and was Mr. Ben, and then the Mr. Ben Mr. Ben. It's going to be the raid message. We'll raise Spy Party if they'll have us. And yes, be nice over there. They're good people. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you've had fun. Thank you again to our question writers, all the writers from Spotlight there, to Shapes for the Distinction Pack, to Jogging for Plinko, to the Proofers as well, and to all of you for coming along and tuning in. I hope you've had fun. Until next time, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you again soon. I've been Royal Flush. You've been watching Game Night. Take care. Peace out, and good night.